You're welcome to before we take it around.
Before we take it around?
Yeah, we can let him join first. Let me grab
the baby.
No, I want to grab our notebook. Baby, bring him back in.
2 seconds.
Okay. All right. We'll be quick because I don't know. We're going live and inviting people into our home. You're vacuuming. Why should I be surprised? What am I getting?
Notebook. Hi. Welcome. Hi. I'm Michelle. Alex is on her way. How y'all doing tonight? Hello. Welcome. Alex will be here momentarily.
Hi, guys.
There she is.
I'm very sorry that my husband's choosing to vacuum right now. It's the least of our worries.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, 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 hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Hi, guys.
Nowhere I'd rather be.
Please don't curse. No problem. Hi.
We have babies anyway.
Better than yesterday. Yeah, right. We can't curse around the babies. Okay, so hi. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I mean, I figured this is just gonna be, informal. Hi, Lauren. It's always informal. You know that's how we roll. Thank you so much. I just figured this would be a good time for us to come together, can answer some questions. We have the babies. Mason's already like, let me out.
Should I go get him?
Yeah, grab Mason. Yeah, let's grab one of the babies. But I figured that we just hang out and I can update you guys and we can hang out with the babies and, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask questions. I smile and I get upset and, oh, there you go, Lauren. There she goes, Brandy. There's Mason.
Meet Mason!
Hi. I think Brandy wants to be a part of this.
Hi, Brandy.
She knows she
Nice.
has fans.
Be nice.
You say hi. Oh, yes, he's like, play with me.
He wants to play from the time he wakes up to
Yeah.
the time he passes out because he's exhausted.
He's a very good boy. Hey, so good. You say hi to everybody?
Hi.
You say hi? So this guy was an absolute surprise, guys. We've been flying really by the seat of our pants here over the past couple days. Oh, I think he did pee. Did you pee?
Good boy.
That's a really good thing. That's a really good thing here. So this little guy, she's over here. So this guy, Mason, was a complete surprise. As you guys know, as I'm sure you've been following along, we got a call from a friend, and it is literally a friend of mine that I've known for many years at this point, over 5 years. And she messaged me and she said that her family members came across a kinkajou earlier in the day. And, it was one of those like, oh, you sure it's a kinkajou? And sure enough, it's a kinkajou. So here, I don't know how we want to, or if you want to switch around at some point, or I don't even know. Yeah, we don't have much of a plan for this, but yeah. Anyways, so we heard that he was on someone's doorstep in the morning, and we found out about 5 o'clock at night. And I had volunteers here, and we sent Michelle down to Miami to the address that we had of this little guy, the last address he was at. However, it was actually even the wrong address. It auto-corrected itself. Michelle showed up in this driveway of where this little guy was last seen. She called him, and he came out. He is about a 6 to 9 month old baby. We've notified the authorities. So we've done our due diligence. We went to see if he was microchipped. He's not chipped. So now is just a bit of a waiting game. So we're calling him Miles Mason. Miles because of our dear Mila, and Mason because my friend that I mentioned, she has a wonderful little son who is my #1 fan, and his name is Mason, and he's actually not feeling well tonight. I don't know if he's watching because he might be in bed right now, but I'm going to be sending him this video tomorrow, so I hope that he's feeling well. Mason, hi, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. And little Mason here, can't wait to meet you. So this guy is such a baby bear. He wants to play and wrestle all the time. Now, it's very important to tell you guys that he is not neutered. He smells like maple syrup, which is intoxicating, and I'm obsessed with it. But this guy is a little time bomb because his hormones are kicked up. So if it was up to me, he'd be neutered yesterday. But more to come on that. But he's doing really good. He has not met Ariel yet. He gets nervous. So what do we see? What do we see going on? Or how do we want to... I can't read that, so do you want to flip the camera around?
Yeah,
so
how do
can
we flip
read
it
them?
around so I can read them?
All right, so what we do is we do enhance, flip camera. We're turning off live invites. We're declining. Okay. Sorry. Enhance. Oh, sorry, guys. Hit that enhance, and then flip camera.
Flip camera.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So we could even do, I mean,
All right.
if you want to stand or sit or whatever the
I think
case,
I'll sit
but-
down for now.
Okay, that's a little bit better. That's like more relaxing.
How old can a female kink get pregnant?
I honestly don't know. I believe sexual maturity. I know sexual maturity is around 18 months to 2 years, but I know it's after that. And the reason that I don't know is because I don't breed. My mentor has experience with that, so I usually shoot those questions directly over to her. Mm-hmm. So I know it's a little bit later on, and I know that it's not easy, but I've never bred. I don't need to. There's too many Kinkatopias in the world. Yes, there's too many Kinkatopias in the world. Yeah.
They're asking, was he likely a pet that got loose?
100%. So this guy, I mean, as you can see right now, you're not going to see me do this with many kinks. He is playing. He's bite trained. He's not chewing hard on us. Now he gets really riled up and he'll play rough. We've been testing it, and he does have his full adult teeth. Did I see your adult teeth? Look at my big chompers. Look at my chompers. So he could do some damage if he wanted to. He could, but he's doing really well. So yeah, this is definitely someone's pet that was absolutely loved. But then we're confused as to why we haven't heard anything. And or he's literally like an anomaly. Like he's just, here's snorting.
Now they're asking about hormones. Why would you get him spayed or neutered early?
Okay. So I always suggest getting them fixed between 6 to 8 months. Or excuse me, 4 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
4 to 6 months. When the hormones are increasing, you know, there's no perfect system with these guys to keep them quote unquote friendly or handleable. But hormones, when they're instincts, right? So these are going to be urges and things that they can't fight. Now I saw that first on with Arkham, my first guy who's still here. He's in the kink room. I bottle fed him from 3 weeks old, and his hormones kicked in around a year, and he started uncontrollably biting, you know, and so you could almost see like this crazed, wild side of him. But then he'd have his moments where I could see, you know, I was still mom, and that was my little baby. So, you know, they're very complicated creatures. They're very willful, you know, and sometimes biting is just how that they're going to communicate. They've got a lot going on in their brains. So, but yeah, hormones aren't necessarily they're not a bad thing. Just like for us, we want hormones so they can grow healthy, but we want to try to get out the whole anything reproductive related. So, yes, that's no nice. So he's awesome, and he just sits and plays. He's been an incredible distraction. We'll get Ariel out here in a second, and you guys can see how different they are. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Totally different personalities. But this little boy just plays all night. All night. And thank God Michelle's here, because these animals, after this past week, are so hungry for affection. And, you know, and now we've got the 2 babies. There's a lot of love and a lot of attention that needs to be passed around. So, yeah.
So they were asking about the diet. Are they omnivores or carnivores, and kind of what do you feed them?
All right, so these guys are frugivores. We actually have a snack of banana here. We'll see if he wants any. No, of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
He wants a toy.
Yeah. Oh, so they primarily eat fruit. That's their big thing, right? Little bit of protein.
There you go.
They eat honey and nectar. Move that tail. Come here. I know, I'm not going to put you down. He's like, no, I know this trick. So lots of banana when they're babies. Bananas, grapes. This little guy is stressed. So he's very friendly. However, we were not getting him to drink or eat his first night here. So last night, and again, through Michelle's help and reaching out to my mentor, we got him on some Pedialyte. We got him drinking. Yeah, you're not going to go up there. We got him drinking. We got him to eat some. So he's not regularly going to the bathroom yet. And whenever he goes, he winces because it's so dry, so it hurts. But we're getting him there. You know, as my mentor said, he misses home, and we need to respect that. You know, he's out of sorts, even though he's acting adorable. You guys are going to hear me talk about my mentor a lot. You're going to hear me talk about her more and more. And you've heard me talk about her before. But guys, after this past, I guess, week, it's not even a week, you guys have blessed us. I can't even put my gratitude into words. The security, the toolbox that you guys have offered to us, the resources, the love, the support, anytime that I'm wavering, you know, anytime that I'm feeling upset, I literally have someone to hug, something to hug as well. But I go to my messages and I go to my comments and I just look, and I'm not able to respond to everything, but I see it. My biggest fear through all of this is that, you know, like anything else, it's going to be old news tomorrow. And not saying that I want to monopolize your time and your energy. I don't. But I know I'm not going to be okay for a while, and I know that this community understands that because a lot of us have gone through things where we haven't been okay. And what I'm learning through your messages is that the Kinkajous have really helped you through those times. They too are my stress relief. But I'm serious when I say I put this note on Facebook last night, and I really want to try to, I want you guys to understand, but I also have to be careful with some anger and resentment that I'm feeling for the situation, and misdirected anger and focus and things like that. But I want you guys to know that you've been here for me when some of my closest friends haven't. This isn't directed at anyone as far as, you know, this platform or TikTok or anything. I had people check in on me, creators. I'm very grateful. You know, again, I'm not zeroing in on anything, but, you know, I've seen how the community shows up and stuff, and the creator community. But it was my community. It was you guys that showed up, is what I'm trying to say. It's you guys. We've created something over the past couple of years, and I didn't even understand the magnitude of it. So just thank you, because you guys are really, like, I had someone message me today and ask me about, like, the TikTok algorithm, right? I got invited to this group, and then I'll see what's going on. I got invited to this group, which was very sweet. And this creator, I love this creator, awesome people. Like, and again, this is no direct hit on anyone. I just want you guys to understand, you know, and I got invited to this group so we can, like, talk about the algorithm and, you know, the platform and stuff. And, like, that's awesome. And I love that. And I love that creators are doing that. And I think that that's wonderful. But I'm going to step back from that for now. Because this is about us, you know. I know you guys like the trends and stuff like that. We'll do all that. But when I say Kinkatopia is a we, and I have for so long, you know, this is about the bears and this is about our community. So just thank you guys so much. You really, they're so wonderful. Yeah. What's going on out there?
So they were asking about when will you be getting a Mila tattoo?
Okay. And that's wonderful that you guys are asking. Michelle originally had plans to come here in November. And we actually had a tattoo date on the calendar. The night that everything happened with Mila, I texted Virginia, who some of you know at this point is my tattoo artist. And I told her that I would be getting a tattoo, and that it would be a memorial tattoo. And she just said, when you're ready, send me the pictures. So Mila's memorial will be designed by our art graphic designer, our normal one, you know, our wonderful staff member who's been with us all along. I'll be getting my tattoo the day before the memorial. And Mila has been cremated. She'll be going with us, and she will be at the memorial as well.
They're asking how Mila's family's doing.
They are hurting, obviously. They're trying to, let's say, they feel it just like we do. And they've been wonderful in asking about the other kinks and stuff. I know it's really hard. We invited them to the memorial. I told them they didn't have to decide yet, you know, and whether they want to be there virtually or if they want to be here in person, they're more than welcome. Mila lived with her family for 7 or 8 years. I think 7 years before she came to me. And her family lives locally. They live a little bit north of me. She was so loved. She was so cared for. But unfortunately with these creatures, like, life happens to us. You know, you might get this kinkajou, but, you know, there are the big questions about when you move and when you have a baby and, you know, when you get married, or what if you get divorced and then you have to introduce them to another partner. Like, it can go on and on and on. You know, and in Mila's situation, you know, life changed. Little baby was born, which again is just normal. That's life. That's life for us. And her mom tried to do what she could to make sure Mila's needs were met, but she started to notice the personality change. You know, Mila started to get aggressive. She wasn't fixed. And she started to get aggressive because she was not having her needs met that she was accustomed to, you know, all the years. It's no fault of her family's, you know, it's just things to think about, you know, with these sensitive animals. So, you know, she came to live here. We're so lucky. We're so blessed. Her family would come and visit every birthday, you know, we'd send pictures and stuff. So a lot of the families, guys, stay in touch. Some come and visit, you know that. I don't think he's stopped moving.
He hasn't, and they're asking, is that Miles? Yes, that's Miles Mason right there. For those just joining, that's Miles.
And guys, he smells like maple syrup.
He's unneutered, so he's got a little bit different scent to him.
Yeah, but look at, oh, what? He is missing a strip of fur. Yeah, on your tail, right there. You're missing fur.
That's why. That's new.
Maybe.
I haven't noticed that.
No, I haven't either, but I haven't had him to look at it like this.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
We've got so many creatures right now with so many issues going on, guys. And it's just, I know how that sounds, but I know you guys know. Man, let me tell you, the haters are gonna love this. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I really am. Michelle's displeased.
I'm giving her the look.
She's giving me the look. It's been a roller coaster, guys.
Indeed.
Momo is hurting.
Yeah. Focus on the bear. Mason.
And I can't properly swallow liquids.
Take your time. Oh, he's giving you a hug.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, today has been the day that all the physical stuff has caught up with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the day off from my day job tomorrow. I know some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if most of you aren't surprised. Because you guys know me. But there are people that are surprised finding out that I work a 9-to-5 job. And so does Michelle. So we are working during the day.
And then we're taking care of the animals and cleaning and doing everything, and it's very nice to have someone here helping me.
Welcome.
So Momo is not doing well mentally. We made the decision with my mentor to return him to his same cage. The first night was okay. He's eating, he's drinking. He gets upset when I go near his cage. He doesn't like when I go near the door. So I'm sure that he's relating me to some things, which is totally understandable. That's fine. I am worried about his emotions and his mental state. I am.
Well, they're sensitive just like we are. So he's gonna mourn. He's gonna grieve. He's got some healing ahead of him too. As does Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver too.
Yeah.
And you too. And you too. I love you. You're so good. He gives the best hugs, guys. Look. You give the okay. You give the best hug.
They're asking if you're comfortable talking about Lily.
Yes. And I was going to get to that because Lily, and just hold on with me while I tell you. Just hold on, because I'm not going to leave Maverick hanging. Lily has been diagnosed with diabetes. And trust me, guys, I know how that sounds, because the first thing that went to my brain was, I feed them candy. Okay. That was the first thing that I said to my vet when she told me, and my mentor. And it was not the sweets. Lily was predisposed to diabetes from her past. And diabetes is when your pancreas cannot produce insulin. I know there's going to be many of you that are masterminds with this, and it's new for me, so I'm just starting to understand. But both professionals told me it was important to understand that it wasn't a me issue. It's just how her body works. She would have gotten it no matter what. When they told me about Lily, it was the day after everything happened, and in the beginning, the only alternative was going to be to give Lily 2 insulin injections a day, where we'd also need to be, pricking her and doing the blood, the ear drop and all that stuff. That is something that for a kinkajou that is not able to be handled, that becomes a quality of life conversation. And that was the conversation that we had, my vet and I, the day after the bee incident. My vet went to the books. She went to the resources. They were able to find a medication. So as of right now, here's the plan with Lily. Lily has been confirmed. She has the diabetes. Momo, let's face it, guys, could use a friend and a diet. I'm hoping that they get along. And what we will do is move Lily in with Momo. We will move Lily in with Momo. They need to be fed. She needs to be fed the same time every day with a very high fiber fruit and vegetable diet. No sweets. No canned goods. And she has to get her medication the same time every day. And I'm sure some of you are familiar with that, but this is going to be a lot. But it is going to be an incredible learning experience. Lily's, the blood sugar should be around a 60. Lily is at a 555. Now, the way that this beautiful organization works is that 2 weeks prior, I got a call or I got an email from a woman whose kinkajou was just diagnosed diabetic. And I think she was just as lost as I am. But now, we're not going to be lost together. I need to reach out to her. But we're going to use this as a learning opportunity, and we're going to use this to help other kinks. The medication is metformin, which is something I know humans take. And there is a zoo med veterinarian that has used it on a kinkajou. So They found a scholarly journal. Maverick needs to be on a regular diet. Lily has been sassy, as we all know. We're going to move try Molly in with Maverick. They're both very gentle. They're both very sweet and respectful. And Monkey is a little bulldog. Monkey is okay coexisting with someone, or Monkey's okay on her own. So Monkey's fine. We'll readdress, clearly we've got Kinkatopia coming out of the woodwork, so we'll address it. We're going to do that in the next couple of days. We're going to do it while Michelle's here. We need to get a system in with medication. And I'm going to use that as a segue. What time is it?
7:58.
I'm going to get Ariel out in here in a second, because I want to segue into medication, because, well, Ariel's on some meds too. So we'll talk about Ariel. It's okay for you guys to ask me questions about what happened, and I'll answer them if I'm comfortable. I am gonna be, sharing the story. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. I don't have footage from that day, but we have, some things from here and there from the cameras, and because we knew it was important to show you guys what happened. And I want you to know, who helped. Michael saved Oliver. My neighbor ran Oliver down to the vet and stayed with Momo, Mila, and Oliver at the vet, so I could stay here and remove the kinks. Rory went out of town the next day, but she literally dropped what she was doing to come here and help. Even my pest control guy. I had to wear a bee suit to get my family to safety, and these animals, for as sensitive as they are, and it wasn't pretty, let's face it, they were scared. But I did a lot of just grabbing them, cutting boxes, pulling down tunnels. We had to get everybody out, and they were very good.
Just get Ariel. I know you're going to be so jealous, but here. Let's get Ariel. Yeah. No, you go in there. Oh, you go in there. Oh, you go in there. Oh, yeah.
He just does not stop.
He is a doll. Clearly we've turned Ollie's old cage into the nursery. Thank God this was already set up, because it worked out for her. And then, this guy, like I said, it's going to be a waiting game now. We need to wait and see if anyone comes forward. So, he's wonderful. We adore him. Ariel. Where is she? Now we're going to show you our very jealous, very determined.
Nothing keeps this little one down. I'm so proud of her. She's an inspiration into herself.
Oh, you're chilly.
And she climbs.
She's inside. You're in the heating pad.
Oh, God.
Oh, honey, don't be afraid. Hi, it's me. It's good morning. Hi, good morning. Do you want to come out? Can you come out? I don't want you asleep in there. Hi, it's me. No, it's me. Look. It's me. Here's my hand.
There she is.
So she does bite, which is unusual for a 5-month-old. But you guys have to remember that this poor little girl was injured by her mother, who did not want her. And then she was raised by a ringtail lemur, which is not a suitable companion. Then she was separated from that lemur, then she moved, and then she came here. So, okay, come here, come on. You're gonna give me crap? That's okay, come on. That got very warm very quickly. Here, do this. Here you go. No, here you go. You're okay. Just shift it. There you go. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, look at you. I'm so sorry. I know. She doesn't even want to come out, but we got to get her out. Okay. Was it sitting okay?
Huh?
Was the sitting
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, no,
That's
it's
okay.
perfect. It's great.
So this is Ariel. Ariel is a baby. So Ariel has very quickly bonded to us. Ariel. She is loving. She is sassy like trash. And I mean sassy like trash. I mean like put my head under the blanket like I'm going to give you an earful. Sassy like trash. I know. She is so determined. We have video. We need to get more. So you guys see her little hammocks there that she sits in. She can comfortably get up in them. You know, we're figuring out how to navigate since she's disabled from the waist down, for those that don't know. Those little hammocks, she will try to take a running start from the bottom of the cage and jump on those hammocks.
Until she gets it.
Yep.
She does not give up.
We're going to put like a little ladder system in there. Ariel is healthy. Her blood work was good. Didn't reveal anything unusual for a baby. We're going to be getting her spayed. And we're just working with her and helping her get around. She loves to be out. We've taken her out with us a couple nights to dinner, and which is something I wouldn't do with an able-bodied kink. An able-bodied kink. But this is how she's going to see the world. This is how she is going to get exposed to life. So, and she really likes it. Yeah, she's a good girl. She is chewing on her tail. So from about here all the way through, I can just feel little ridges and little scratches and little bites and scabs. So we are starting her on some gabapentin to see if that is if it's a neurological thing. But clearly we've got a lot to explore with her. What's that? What's she doing?
Yeah, girl. Do you think she'll stay this week?
We've been talking about that. So one thing that we notice with her and something that we need to really evaluate is, so she's disabled. She has trouble moving her lower half. But her brain is that of, an able-bodied kink. So she wants to move. She wants to be on the move. She wants to climb. She wants to do that. And when she is not, I can't say when it's not getting her way. It's when she gets frustrated. Yeah. She nips. So she's nippy, and she play bites really hard, which is a lemur thing. So, but with her disability, it should make her more dependent on us. And, because she was raised with the lemur, lemurs are very social. They're very clingy. They're very, they're little troops. They're very dependent, like social. That can be life or death for them. With primates, it's extremely important. These guys become a little bit more dependent, so where she should really be looking for her independence, she wants to be held. She wants to be on someone. So yeah, she's got a lot of conflictions going on. So she's learning to be a kinkajou.
Will you try her in a little wheelchair?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Wheelchair. We're going to look into acupuncture, chiropractic. We have so many resources. This is just so incredible, guys. I mean, he's this little creature. I mean, just how we're able to change their lives. How you guys have been able to change my life. How these animals changed my life. Yeah. But we're going to do everything we can for her. I'm hoping that she stays. I'm hoping she stays like this. But you guys know the deal. If she doesn't, that's fine. She's here. She's here. So, yeah, she's a muffin.
They're asking if you've introduced her to Trash Can.
Not yet.
she did meet Binks, and she was a little overwhelmed with Binks, and he was so excited. He was hands-on. He wanted to touch her. Trash has smelled her. She's met all the kinks through their cages at this point. And some she's overwhelmed with, some like Winnie, she did happy chirps for, but of course I can't take her in with Winnie. So, you know, I'm hoping Ron will, and I know Ron will. Ron is over the moon with Ariel. Ariel reminds him of Winnie. Ron is Winnie's father, his bio dad. God, that makes no sense. Her human dad. Oh, God. I mean, I joke and call him my baby daddy, which I mean, essentially is, but yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, he's smitten with Ariel. I think everyone who meets Ariel, we went out last night, and it was just Michelle and me, and we went to this restaurant. And Ariel, of course. And we took her out to this restaurant, and there's this table next to us, this guy and his parents, and they were so sweet. And, you know, they were ironing her up and asking questions. So we passed her, she's so sleepy, we passed her over to them, well, to him first. And she spent the whole dinner sitting with them. It was great. And this guy was so sweet. He like took her over to a table, and he lined up the chairs, and he was helping her climb and encouraging her and coaching her. And it was just so cute. You know, people were coming and asking questions and gathering around, and like, I've always wanted one of these guys to be an ambassador so we can share that. So hopefully we'll see.
They were asking if you think she could ever cohabitate with another kink.
My gut says no. When she drags around her lower half, one of the issues that she had over at Julio's was that he has a certain kind of spacing in his caging. And when she drags her lower half, her extremities get stuck in the bars, and then she's caught and she can't move. You know, we don't think that she's in pain, but, you know, I mean, that's just a mess. So this room is great because it doesn't have a spot for her to, you know, get her feet caught in it, but there's obviously going to be some learning curves. But I do envision raising her, you know, with the help of Trash and Binks, and I just don't know what it looks like. You know, is Trash Can going to need to come out here? I don't know. But I know that they'll be involved, and I know they'll be involved. They're going to be psyched to meet him too. But they really can't meet him until if, you know, he stays and we get him neutered. Because the hormones are just they'll lose their minds. Binks can smell him. I can smell him sitting here. And he's laying on his back. Binks sticks his little head out the door, and he'll go, you know, and he can smell him. So, yeah.
Do you want to show him the diaper?
What else? I don't think so.
No?
I don't think with her, yeah. She's pretty sleepy.
Yeah, she's kind of zonked.
Yeah, which is good. She's not entirely on a nocturnal schedule yet, so. So now.
They all want to know how you are doing.
Thanks. I don't know. I go in and out. It's a lot to absorb in the worst way and the best way possible. I definitely don't feel alone, so thank you for that. And when I said I wholeheartedly know that if I have any desire to, you know, run out to the races, you know, I can call anyone. I have a wonderful sponsor. I have a wonderful therapist. I really have. I mean, I called the vet today. And, like, because it's very hard for me to I'm absorbing all this, but it's hard for me to grasp it. And when I mean this, like, I'm talking about the way you guys are making me feel, the way that you're covering us with love and resources and checking in. And, I mean, the most incredible thing has been these messages, like these messages that you guys take the time to write, and, like, they're memories with us. And the Kinkatopias and how they've helped you. is just so crazy. Like, and this is something I've been feeling for months because, like, as a creator, and it feels weird to even say that, you know, it really does, because, like, I know, I've just always known that this was an us thing, you know, I know it's the animals, I know that, like, I play a part, but since COVID, you know, it's been like this incredible journey, but at the same time, it's also like, it's kind of weird where, like, relationships seem kind of strange to me, in the sense that, like, I'm in front of a camera so much. Sometimes I'm more comfortable talking to my camera and connecting with you guys like that than, you know, going out and talking to people. And sometimes I feel awkward and in person, and, you know, sometimes I just have trouble figuring out how I fit into the world because of what I'm doing. But, like, I just don't question that anymore, because, like, just all of this, all your words, just everything, like, you've truly, like, I know how much we've impacted you, and it feels really weird to say, because it feels like, I guess it's not ego. I think about pride and ego, and I just have so much humility. It's hard to absorb, in a really beautiful way. So I'm okay. I have therapy tomorrow. You know, Michelle's going to stay the week. My parents are going to be in town next week. Michelle's going to be back, you know, in November. And in between then, we're going to tackle my emails. I'm going to try to tackle what messages I can. We're going to try to come up with a list of people locally that can help me. I need to keep asking for help, and I need to keep taking it. I'm going to share my grief with you guys, because I know it's our grief. And I have to say that being able to process all of this with you guys has been incredibly helpful. And that's what it is. It's like each day we get up and we tackle what's on the list, and we know that we're fighting for the bigger picture, and we know that, like, this is like this almost feels like a Kinkatopia revolution, you know. It just really sucks that, you know, what happened. But I don't think I'll ever, ever, ever question my purpose or my place in this world again. And that's because of you guys, because of these animals. And I knew it, but, like, it's just so crazy. And then, like, this happening, and then, like, finding him. I mean, even her coming the week before, like, oh, Mila, she fought so hard. And I held her up against my chest just like this. When I got the call from the doctor after she'd been transferred to emergent care, and I got the call that, you know, it was that call. And I called her family, because her family, like I said, her family was involved with all this. When all this happened, my first calls, aside from to the people who I needed on the scene, my first calls were to Oliver's family, Momo's family, and to Mila's family. And that was the reason I did not release the names of the Kinkatopias the day that it happened, because I owed it to them, the Kinkatopias, and we needed to process it first. So I went down to the Pet Emergency Center in Fort Lauderdale. Again, another vet we've used for years. They've helped us with Chloe, with Oliver, Arkham. I met them first with Arkham. And Mila's mom wanted me to get eyes on her. Like, we wanted to see her, because, you know, we knew what they were telling us, and they were saying that we could do more tests, but, you know, who should we do tests? Was she going to come back from this? And they sat me down in the room, and they opened up, and that tech brought in the door, or opened the door and had Mila, and she wasn't sedated. She was in blankets, and she just had her up against her chest, laying into her, just like little relaxed, just like little Ariel with me. And I knew as soon as she opened that door, I knew. And I know hearing that, you guys know, because you know that Mila would never let us hold her. When I found her, she was on the ground, and she had bees in her mouth and down her throat. She kept screaming, but I knew she was fighting. And she screamed the whole way to the vet. In the car. I went about 100 on the highway. I got pulled over as I was just honking my horn. I was honking my horn, and I was flashing my high beams, and I just needed them to move. I got pulled over. And I waved my hands out the window, and I said, I have an emergency. And well, he said, do you have an emergency? I said, yeah. I said, my aunt's dying. And he just let me go. And the vet was all ready for us, and we ran in. And both Milo and Momo were putting up fights. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. I held them while they got the epi. And then we got them on oxygen. And then did, stuff that was necessary. Got the Benadryl in them. Quickly discussed painkillers because it was horrific. My neighbor's great. She made us lo mein tonight. She made us all food. She's amazing. She's Vietnamese, and she's a great cook. And she came over. We saw her. She's feeling better. She's itchy. These bee stings. I mean, I got stung along the back of my head and behind my ear and kind of like down my jaw. I had one here. They got me right on the freaking boob. Bless you. That boob. Good job. And then on my thigh. I mean, aside from just the annoyance and the itching, I think my adrenaline took care of that. So my adrenaline took care of that. But that was really, I was the least of the problem, honestly, so. When I left, I found Milo and Mo, and I got in the car and ran. And Michael had just woken up. And we had seen that Oliver was outside, walking around in his cage. He was, here, come on, he was out in his cage. And, here you go. He was out in his cage. Here, come back here. And I could tell that he was stressed, I thought that he was just upset with the action. I didn't know that he was getting stung as well. I left, and then Michael called me a little bit later, and when I left, he covered himself from head to toe. And he went out there to check on our animals. And he saw Oliver needed help. And he got him in a crate. He went in the cage, and he's like, Oliver was on the ground, but he said, yeah, Oliver just jumped right in that crate. He was like waiting for me. He was like, all right, let's go. So we put him in the guest bathroom, and we addressed it when I got home, but Oliver was not nearly stung as many times, thank God, as Mo and Mila. I don't know how many times they were stung, but it was extremely significant. We were able to trace on the camera that the bee attack, the swarm started around 11:40 in the morning. And we found Mila and Momo around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My neighbor Jeff found them. It was my neighbor. They're just his dogs. And he called me, and we all went right to work. We all did. Thank you guys for taking care of my neighbors in this too, because it so greatly has just rocked all of our worlds. And we of course got the trees cut down right away, and we were able to we have all the Kinkatopias back outside now. I pushed against it. I wasn't ready, but it was time. And it was the right thing to do. I know that, to try to get some normalcy, but things aren't going to be normal for a long time. And they're not ever going to be the same again. And it's really uncomfortable. It's just very bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. What's our time?
8:24.
Okay. I really appreciate you guys just sitting here with me for this. It's been very important to me to keep you guys updated because I know that this is your family too. But again, like I said, it really, when my Matilda passed away, I didn't grieve. I didn't share about it, and I compartmentalized it. And I'm in a very different place now, clearly, which is why I recognize it. And Matilda passing isn't what made me relapse. You know, that was a journey. You know, that had its own timeline, but it didn't help. You know, she passed away in August of 2016, and I relapsed in September. And when I went to treatment in March of that next year, I went through grief counseling for Matilda. And they actually brought her ashes. Michael brought her ashes to treatment. She was with me in treatment. A friend of mine had done this beautiful drawing of her that Michael had framed at that time, actually. And I had to process it. So I'm just going to go through this with you guys and the professionals and the 12-step program and my friends and family, but that's just all I know how to do, and that's okay. And you guys have really let me feel that that's okay. Growing up, emotions for me were extremely hard to identify. I was a caretaker, and I don't know, I just didn't make my feelings a priority. So it feels very unnatural. But I thank you guys for that, because it truly is like, this is like it's like an awakening. It's like I don't even know. It's just, sometimes I'd have this thought, and I've always had like strange thoughts because of me, but I don't know. I do work in the editorial industry, and stories, whatever, writing, but sometimes I'd wake up and I'd have this thought in my head, like along the lines of like waking up and not knowing that it was going to be like one of the worst days in your life. I don't know. And I finally woke up and I had one of those. So, and it wasn't the first, and it probably won't be the last, but I don't know. But we'll get through it and we'll heal. So,
And we've got a lot of really cute. Yeah, I was gonna diaper her for you guys, but she's being very sweet and clean. But you can see how when she sits, look at our little feeties. They're just underdeveloped. Here's your little feeties, our little mermaid tail. Do you want to tell everyone that we got our Halloween costume before all this happened? But I'm gonna be the Little Mermaid, and my mom's gonna be Ursula. What else do we have going on? Or is there any like recurring question or anything to, I guess, sum it up?
That's about everything. You're such an inspiration and strong. I'm sending you much love and strength.
Thanks, guys.
And support.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't mean callous. I'm so blown away. But you guys are literally like the lifeline. It's crazy. Like, I just, thank you. Thank you for taking care of your family. Okay, we're gonna feed everybody. Try to get a good night's sleep. These babies get to be pretty chaotic here. Pretty chaotic.
There's one in particular. Let me show you guys with this old dude. Hey Mason. He is a wild man. And he's so funny.
Okay. You're not gonna like this, but
I got him.
For a second, yeah.
Mason.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Oh my God, you guys really did. This is the first time I'm looking at everything. You guys, see? You never, it's just, I can't. You're so amazing. You're so freaking amazing. Yes, this is still here, but don't worry. Don't worry. But they're alive. My filter stopped working, shocker. I'm waiting for new ones, but they're okay. And I've actually been in touch with the wonderful girl who made the video on how to start your fish tank. So they're not forgotten, guys. I will address this. I have felt guilty about it, but I think they're okay for now. Come here, Screwball. So this obviously is just the coolest freaking thing in the whole entire world. There he goes. Oh, he's going to come out. I'll tell him.
Mason. There he is. And he's going to do it again.
Here he goes. Come on. Come on, you crazy.
Norman actually didn't show up, which kind of surprises me, but I bet Normie went to sleep. Norman has been extremely patient through all of this with his learning curve. And all of the animals have been really good and patient.
Oh man, careful.
Bye. See, he's like a child on a playground.
Total chaos. I love him.
You guys have said so many times that this little baby was sent to us, and like, holy crap. I mean, just the details of the story just go crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh.
Amazon list updated? You did that last night, right? Amazon list?
Yeah.
It's updated.
Yeah, no, look at this. Here, show. This is nothing. And everyone's seen my house. This is nothing. Oh, I guess we should add too. I did go get a P.O. box today, guys. I've posted all that information. But this is nothing. I mean, you guys are incredible. You literally bought out our Amazon wish list, and that's why I had to add things to it. Like, I'm flabbergasted. Every night we've been sitting down and opening things. So this is stuff that I have to take to our storage. And here, our extra boxes. He's just going around. Or extra, items that we have to open for today. So it's just, I love you guys so much. I really, really, really do. Here, let's get Mason before you go. you've helped all of us so much. You'll never guess who likes the baby. Yes, you're right. Sorry, my.
Total ball of chaos. I love him.
I know.
Oh.
And it just smells so good, guys. Thank you. Thank you. It doesn't feel like enough, but I love you guys, seriously. More to come. We're gonna get everyone fed. Feeding time's pretty hard. But yeah, so this is, look guys, I'm a mother now.
Twins.
How did this happen? But it is a really nice distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. I love you guys so much. Probably gonna have to show Michelle how to turn it off.
I see a little big power button.
Yeah,
I think
the
that's
power button. Yeah, you can hit
cool.
that. I am gonna download the live, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube tomorrow. Again, guys, thank you so much. There's so many more thank yous to come, and like I said, we'll continue. Oh, here you are. It's about time you show up. We've got so much to share, and I'm so grateful. Here, let's see if you.
Yep, here we go. Here we go.
You gonna be good? Of course you will.
They're learning
We are learning
about each other.
We are learning.
There's been a lot of bopping going on.
Norman does not treat him the way he does the kittens because he's bigger. So, good boy, Normie. And Mason is not afraid of him. He wants to wrestle him. So, very promising. Now, good morning, my baby boy. Normie, this baby's having trouble with the baby. Yes. Oh, and speaking of babies, there's the other baby. Yep, here we come. Everybody's coming now. But Norman he's being very good. So we'll see. Do Janet's and Kinkatopia hang in the wild? No. Is this a good idea? No. Do not do it. Please, do not. These guys may never be able to coexist. I'm not even going to say I'm going to count on it, but we've got our hands full, and we're just keeping everybody's safe. But I think we're all doing okay. Yeah, she doesn't want you to touch her. She doesn't. Okay. 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 Oh, yeah, she's not going to want you to touch her. I love it. Oh, all right, guys. I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.